everybody. Happy Friday. It is so good to be back here with you again. Under the tree. Yes, we are outdoors today. The weather has allowed us an opportunity to come outdoors. And we are very happy. As you can see now, a little festival here. But we're gonna get off to a great start, and we now turn it over to Tony.
Hello, everybody. We once again here. Normally, what I do is in the news, but we're not doing in the news. We're doing a little change of everything. I'm not doing in the news. What I can do from now on is do a commentary, speak on behalf, and I'm going to make note of the great Bahamians we have here in the Bahamas. And so, now that is something new. I think in the news when you get too much political, and I don't like that too much.
Okay.
So first of all, first thing first, I'll do my commentary afterwards. I'll do my. I promised the people that I will talk about health and wealth, and we'll talk about fever grass.
Super.
And so I'm gonna get the fever grass out the way, folks. Freshly grown. Everything we talk about is freshly grown. This is what you call fever grass. See the root. See the root. This is the root. This is how fever grass look. All right. Now, with fever grass is good for many things. And Melanie knows a lot about it, but I'm gonna tell you what too, and then Melanie can tell you what the rest. Fever grass, usually they use fever grass for back pain, and then they use the old people drink it for back pain. But most people who have parties, and the new thing now is fever grass tea.
Iced tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
They boil it and they'll have it with your supper tie. You know, it's big popular. So they use it for tea now, and with that, using it for tea, they mix it with ginger and all kind of flavor. And at parties now, this is very, very popular. Fever grass.
As a drink.
As a drink.
Okay, added to our what they call it now, sky juice.
Yeah, but the fever grass, they use ginger, make it very tasty, man.
Sounds good.
I surprised to know the taste of it when it get cold. I usually drink fever grass like old people. I drink fever grass hot. And other than back pains.
Well, if you are having difficulty sleeping at nights, it's good for a nice relaxing drink that will help you to sleep very well. Of course, it won't be cold. It would best be warm or as hot as you can tolerate it. Of course, if you're having stomach upset, if you're having arthritis, because of course back pain is some form of arthritis, and fever grass is also good for that. If you're having stomach upset, I think little diarrhea, it probably won't be as effective as the Lipton tea as most people are familiar, but it definitely helps with soothing your stomach upset.
But like I say, the new thing now is having these at parties. You know, you have your little 2 big jugs upside down with the pump. You know, they make fever grass tea with
Fountain
ginger. Fountain drink, and they make a flavor now. This is very popular. And we can talk about the Sarsi next week.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what they do with the Sarsi. But this is the fever grass. This is how it looks. And folks, fever grass is one of the plants that you could just stick in the ground or grow anywhere. So you ain't got to worry. And this is all over the place.
And if you trim it, if it's a new plant and you are needing to use it, if you take off all the top and leave the root in the ground, it will spring up again.
All right, so that's fever grass. Folks, and I got a surprise for you. Freshly grown in the Bahamas. We know this Halloween, right? Oh, yeah. You got this old pumpkin. Freshly grown. Hey, trust me. I can eat every bit of this. Big in my head. I'm going to eat every bit of this. Don't mind Ellie looking at me.
Everywhere you go. I mean, on Facebook, all I've been seeing was pumpkin soup.
Now, we're going to explain the pumpkin next week. You got the pumpkin, you get the pumpkin. You go ahead, you want to explain the pumpkin?
No.
But this is this wasn't in pot like you find the food store. This was
Native,
fresh,
naturally
natively
grown.
grown. I have some amazing stuff going on in my yard. I have some banana trees that are now growing 13 hand.
Look at that one right there.
Yeah, there's one in front of us about that's about six to seven. But I got them growing 13 hand.
That's a huge bunch.
And they're big in my arm. The bananas are getting big in my arm. And I'm gonna bring it to the show. I'm gonna bring it.
You're gonna bring the whole bunch.
The whole bunch, and I got a whole heap of them. I mean, so folks, these things you grow right in your own yard.
A banana is my favorite food. Chiquita banana, monkey food.
Right. That's in the garden. That's health and wealth.
Yep.
And folks, now, like I say, we can. But there is, this is our show. We're back under the tree. I'm telling
Outdoors, and it feels good.
And it's better. Hey, and bigger and better. So now, folks, you can hit us up on Under the Tree, and we will answer questions as we go along, whatever you have. And follow us on Facebook at
It's
Under
hot.
the Tree. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot under the tree.
ITSOTT. It's hot.
It's hot.
Yes. In the shade of the tree. If you think of in the shade of the tree, use the first letter for that phrase, and you will have us when looking for us on Facebook. It's hot. In the shade of the tree.
In the shade of the tree. But hey, this is a beautiful day. God has made. Look here. Look around. You can't get it no better. It might be a little humid, but that's fine. And the bugs flying around, but that's fine too. But in my commentary today is that we have to live each day. But we didn't create the Bahamas we live in. The Bahamas we live in was created by some giants before us. But we forget them. So under the trees now, going every week and try to let you know about these giants. And so when we come back next week, we can start our new program. We're not going in the news no more. We're going to do giants. We're going to salute our giants. Because we got people like Gambia should have a giant.
I think each community
have a giant.
Yeah.
And these folks has made it possible for us to have this beautiful Bahamas we have today. But we only care about pastors and politicians. That's all we worry about. That time is done now. This is the new, what we call it, the new revolution. And we're going to start the new, how old is? All right, don't mind. We start the new revolution.
We're baby boomers.
So
you could guess what that is all about, or look it up and you'll find out.
We can get right into the topic now, but I'm going to say this. If the young folks don't understand that they have to fight for what they believe in our country. Me and Melanie always have these heated discussions. I call her old school. She old school.
Baby boomer.
Yeah, and I mix school. I little with the young people in there. Because I believe, tell you what.
You folks, know what that is called that, right? Denial.
Hey, that's fine. But I tell you this, man. And this is real talk. I tell you that. I believe we gotta mix the new and the old. But guess what?
Yep, because you definitely cannot get rid of the old, because that's where you came from.
Right.
And you must know your heritage.
But see what I tell you, old school, can see again? See that? See again? Oh, you must get it old. But check this out.
How could you? You can't move forward without first knowing where you came from, because if you do, you may find that you're reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, but normally the old causes all the problems.
No, hell no.
Yeah,
the old is basically experience. And they say experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
So,
but I believe the old caused all these problems. And the old didn't fix the problems. See, if you could talk about immigration, the old didn't fix the problem.
Keep talking.
Yeah, because I'm talking true now. And even in like some of the family problems, issues with property and land, the old didn't fix them. So the old, there's a lot of things the old didn't do, create the new knuckleheads. Oh, that's all bad. But anyhow,
That
go ahead.
is a very interesting. There is some truth to it, but you must look at the circumstances and situations in which the old operated.
But you
Okay? Now the new have their own ideology, and so yes, they will seek to fix it because they have a different mindset.
Mhm.
You know, we and our parents were followers. They were under a regime that said you did not have a voice.
The colonial thing.
Now, it is what has since happened through our pioneers, as you mentioned, that we will look at. You know, the political pioneers. In some instances, the political and the religious were in the same stream,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, they've done their best, and they should be given the respect that is due to them.
I ain't giving them none
I
of
know
respect.
what you're talking about now. When it comes to change and moving with the time, I can tell you that yes, you can place that in the hand or the lap of the decision makers, okay? But again, when it comes to the regular Bahamian, I mean, you know, they did their part in revolting and rebelling to get us to the point that we are today.
Folks, we want. I know we could discuss this all day. We could, you know, we could get me and Mel get into heated discussions. We can try to figure out. But I tell you what.
But today.
But before we get into our topic today, you know, this is a strange day for me. You know, some certain party was starting to play some music, and I tell them, boy, it's starting to feel like Christmas already. This music and jazz music, boy, I'm getting ready for Christmas. Listen, this pandemic, I'm not gonna let it take me down. I'm gonna get ready for Christmas. I'm gonna get myself happy now. I'm gonna start enjoying the time because we don't even know if we can live to see Christmas to be the pandemic. So we must enjoy this every day. And so it reminded me as the music was playing today about something that an old fella used to sing a song. You know, you never could have said a word like when he sing Christmas. You know, he used to say a funny word when he sing a song.
Yeah, what song was that?
I can't remember that song. That's how he was. He couldn't remember the song. It was so let me say it how you sing it. You better watch out. You better don't shout. You better watch out. I'm telling you why. Sandy Claus is never Santa Claus.
Oh, Sandy.
Sandy Claus is coming to town. Folks, get ready. Santa Claus coming.
Okay.
Right. But you know she never. You know she never started to sing with me, right? She must
no,
say, she said I sing so bad.
I don't believe in Santa Claus.
She ain't believe. Listen, all my life I grew up, I believe in Santa Claus. There ain't nothing else I believe in. Listen, two things I believe in make me feel like Christmas: Santa Claus and John Canoe. They do John Canoe, the ghost, and Santa Claus I can't see, but that's all right. Let's move it right along.
Okay.
Enjoy life.
All right. Well, today we're talking about cheating and
you mean
the Bahamian perspective,
the boy
and the cheetah. Yeah, cheetah is a monkey.
Woman cheat more than man.
Anyhow,
woman's a monkey then. Good.
Yeah, we got a whole pile of monkeys in this Bahama land, this monkey country. If we come to cheating,
that's all they do in the Bahamas is cheat.
Monkey country. Welcome to the 242.
Cheaters.
AKA monkey country.
Oh Lord. What do you mean? Explain cheating with me.
Well, cheating is basically when an individual is in a fixed relation with another and decides that in addition to having that significant person, they will go and without disclosing their intent or their long standing action, they see other persons on the side.
And what's wrong with that?
You tell me.
No, what's wrong with cheating? Ain't nothing wrong with cheating. You gotta go and get it.
Well, what is cheating? Cheating is equivalent to stealing. It's equivalent to lying. Um, it's equivalent to murder because actually, when you have somebody thinking that it's just you two and they discover that you've been engaging in intimate relations with another or multiple other persons, it can actually break their hearts, cause them to become sick and even die.
So why
because
you think
they love
people
you
cheat?
so much.
Tell me why you think they cheat.
Now, that is the crux of
That's
the
another
matter.
question day.
No. We can talk about it. Why do people cheat?
We can straighten it out right now. Man.
Why do people cheat? People cheat because they're not satisfied. The relationship has deteriorated for one reason or the other, and that could be finance, it could be ill health, it could be a sense of no control, because some individuals in relationships feel that if they're not controlling the other person, then it ain't worth being in the relationship.
Man, people.
And then, of course, your big one, which is the sex factor.
Money.
Oh yeah, that's true. The desire or even the need, not necessarily only the desire, but the need to have additional funds.
But cheating is good. Let me explain to you. Cheating is when you're in the mode of cheating and you're cheating, it's exciting.
Oh.
It ain't exciting when just me and you. That ain't what for these people today.
But let me ask you the question though. No.
What do you mean no?
Cheating is if you and someone is in a relationship and you and that individual agree that it's okay for either party to have additional persons in their life, be it independent or as a part of your existing relationship arrangement. That's not cheating. That's an agreement. But it's when you are deceiving an individual in believing that it's just us two in this relationship.
But see, let's look at. I can straighten this cheating thing up. People say the word is you caused me cheat. How I can cause you cheat?
Exactly. How could you?
How can I cause you cheat? Because I didn't bring the money on the weekend, and I supposed to. There's no money in the house, so I gotta go find somebody.
That's now you speaking with the voice of a female, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So what is it that when the woman says to the man, "You caused me to cheat"? What is it that causes a woman to cheat? We could talk about what causes women to cheat and what causes men to cheat. So we won't mix up.
You started.
we won't mix this up because.
Folks, I in trouble there. Folks, this woman is boss me up. She don't give me a chance. I ain't talking one day. I can get to the next, but she won't give.
Let's clarify it for our viewing audience so that we will know we talking men here and we talking women here.
Some men cheat because they're cheaters.
Greedy.
They're cheaters. No, who greedy? They are cheaters. They come into the relationship, and these women.
Or they come in with that existing pattern. Yeah. It's a pattern of behavior that they establish.
And they come into this relationship with this attitude. See, you
as a man.
In a relationship.
And in the Bahamas, no Bahamian man have one woman.
No, that's not true. Very few Bahamian men have one woman.
Oh, few. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Praise the Lord, not all Bahamian men cheat.
No, not all Bahamian men cheat.
So some women out there, you got a good man. So cherish him.
You better take it when you got them good one, because let me tell you something, folks. It used to go wrong fast, and it's spiraling. And once it's expired, you never get back.
When we talk about taking care of him, baby, we talking taking care, because I understand that we have some fast competitors out there who will walk up to your man even though they know that he's with you, and they will propose.
But you ain't see the old people, they like when you tell these boys, say, maybe use mine, you know what you say? I yours. I love you, but I yours. So
well, I could see that if you're not married.
Yeah, but
because when you stand before the altar, that woman becomes yours and you become hers.
So how you, if you stand before the altar, you ain't supposed to never scheme.
Okay.
Because you stand before the altar.
But people do.
Let me.
But people do, and I think that is really the only area where cheating matters. Because if you're not married,
you ain't cheating.
Well, you are cheating.
Hold on.
Because you have commitment in that relationship.
No, that's how
even though you have not you don't have any legal obligation.
The Bahamian woman, you're wrong. Y'all.
So what about the common law? What about the man that lives with the woman? You share a space. You share all the benefits of the married couple. So you live like the married couple. You're just not legally bound.
But that's after 7 years. Then you're common law.
I ain't talking common law. I'm talking about the cohabitators, those who live together.
Right, but let's don't jump the gun and get ahead of ourselves. Let's just start to keep us on the road.
No. We want to clarify who we talking about here.
We talking about men first, right?
We're talking about who cheats. What classifies as cheating? You're saying if you're not married.
When I'm married, if I'm married tomorrow, and I goes out with my wife, I'm cheating.
So if you live with a woman,
I'm not cheating.
Why not?
Because I ain't putting a ring on your finger. I ain't really obligated to you. See, my word of my mouth say I love you and I will be with you. My word of my mouth.
Mm-hmm. But you're not cheating if you.
I'm not cheating if I go there.
Okay.
Because
she would be assuming that you were cheating if you were to say to her, I am talking to someone else, or
because though I am dating you, I should be able, if I want, to date somebody else. No. It doesn't work in the way I say it, because that's the way it's supposed to work. But for Bahamian woman, once you
live in with them,
once you date them,
you're theirs.
Yeah. They
exclusive.
That's how
off limits to everybody else.
See, the Christian principles steps in, and that makes it different. Because, see, let me tell you, I can clarify all this. Because of the Bible, we, majority of us, who Christians and who wants to be Christians, or who spiritual, or grow up in this way, that's their way of the way they move and the way they do things. But in the real world,
outside the Bahamas,
I'm only dating you. So we are dating.
So we set our terms based on who it is we dealing with.
Yes,
that's it?
Yes. So in the Bahamas, see, people have about cheating. If I'm not obligated to you and married to you and this and that, I really not cheating, technically. But let's look at it the other side. I just say that they're going down the road to be. Let's look at the other side. I don't want a woman who's stepping out on me. So I take and sort it out, but I just want to talk how.
So how does that work? How does that work?
How does it
That's
work?
a double standard.
How does it work? Okay. Once I put a ring on your finger.
Well, that's the same thing. If you put a ring on her finger.
No.
What the? My goodness gracious.
Once I put engagement ring on your finger, it changes now. Because now.
For both.
Sorry?
For both. Both you and her.
Yeah, man and woman. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it changes now. See, once we dating and there was no ring, we only dating. So now when I put this engagement ring on your finger, what I'm saying to you now,
we are set aside for each other.
Right. That's a different. See, so let's get this cheating thing right. See, we
okay.
All
right.
You got it? Okay.
So as long as no ring is on your fingers, ladies,
you game.
He's game.
Yeah,
You're game as well.
Yeah, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, the fella can have 2 of y'all. Because he can wake you way around to see which one he really, really, really want married to. Most fellas do that.
And I guess in singleness, that's what we want to promote.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure that if you're living with the woman now, you should be still looking.
Hold on.
That's your practice. That's your practice field.
But hold on.
You then almost select the person that you want to be with because you're living with her.
Yeah, but some people live with their woman and don't even touch their woman. Now that sounds weird to you.
No, it don't sound weird.
That's true.
Some people it might be rare and unbelievable for some people.
Yeah, it might be rare because in some relationships, some women do not even go to bed with the guys because they're saving it for Prince Charming. Now let's get back to the cheating. Right? That's the sweet part of it, but it was the days where being loose is a part of having fun.
Loose.
Cheating, loose. It's fun. It's fun. How you gonna know who's the real fella you want?
It ain't cheating though. That's exploration.
Yeah. So you answered the question. That's why I say the ring.
No, based on
because it ain't cheating.
Based on what you on your operational definition now. Right. As long as you're not married, you're not cheating.
Right.
Now, let's go then. Seeing that we're dealing with cheating, then let's focus on the married people.
Okay.
From
now we can talk. See, now you're talking business. So if I cheat on my wife, or I go to my wife, that's cheating. Because I have an obligation. I have under the covenant of God, commitment to God, commitment to her, a covenant that as long as I live on this earth,
it's only you.
It's only me and you.
And you and me.
So that is where we have this problem. That's what we can discuss today.
Okay.
But in the Bahamas, we got plenty of cheaters. And let me tell you why people cheat. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, right? Yes.
People cheat because different reason. Everybody cheat because different
Remember
reason.
Now, men. Let's give some reasons why men and then why women.
Men really cheat because he thinks that he don't have control. See, certain men like power and control.
Okay.
So if he think he's losing control and he can't tell you, listen to the words I use, he can't tell you where to go, when to go, how to dress, and what to do. He then thinks that he lose the fact that he's the man. So that's one of the reasons that man cheat.
Okay, what's the next?
The next reason the man cheat is because your sex bad. Now, straight to the gut. Now, hey, this is a show, we don't cut it. Your sex is bad.
Okay.
The next reason man cheat.
Do you wanna qualify bad sex before we go to the next reason?
So you wanna qualify bad sex. Bad sex is compass of a lot of things. Sloppy kissing.
Really? What is?
You ever been to bed with one who can't kiss? Oh, I mean
oh, sorry, no, I've never been to bed with a woman.
Well, okay, you never been a man.
Never even desired.
You ever been to bed with a man who can't kiss? Okay.
No, all the guys that I dated. Were good kisses.
Okay, so now, this is good, but you said me break it down. Break them down. So we talk about sloppy kissing, bad kissing, bad bedroom communication. Some bad bedroom communication.
What that mean?
You want me to break that down too? Jesus, I got back to school.
Yeah, what is bad bedroom communication?
Bad bedroom communication is when two human beings, the male and the female, goes into the bed and can't get a rhythm. It's no rhythm. Yep, you got that?
So that's bad sexual communication?
Bad sexual communication. call it rhythm, but it's bad sexual communication.
Okay. Poor rhythm.
Yeah. And don't care how much you try, you ain't compatible.
Well, sounds like sex therapy needs to be pursued.
That's where I come in, but I'll tell you, leave them. I just message them. No, but, and so, go on, answer the, I got you. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm listening.
She's trying to suck it in. Folks, she's trying to learn. Look here, trying to learn.
Yeah, I'm learning and I'm processing because trust me, I have to come back to you, but I don't, you don't like too much interruptions. Right. So, yeah, let's go. So that's the
bad communication. The body, sometimes you don't be compatible, and you fighting to try to make these two work, come as one, and it don't happen. The chemistry is not there. It's done. I was never there because in your mind, watch this now. In your mind, this is not your type of woman you like.
So how you end up in a marriage?
But because she looked good when you were drunk, or when you were in an emotional wreck. Your girlfriend leave you, so this is the next of kin. you run for cover because this is your cover. You run to feel good. So sex makes you feel good. Sex makes you forget problems you're having. So you run for this, what you call for cover. And so when you run and you started to try to make this communication work or this sexual act, and it never worked. I don't care how much you try because the chemistry is not there. And let me explain that so let me go further. Some woman will love for you to take off their clothes. Some man want the woman take off. See, it's an answer in call. And once you don't answer the call, it starts from the beginning. You got to answer the call. It's a communication. Shaking your head like.
So yeah, because what I'm thinking is the imagery that is in a lot of people's head is that you're so hot for each other that you take it, like how they show in the movies. Yeah. I taking off yours and you taking off mine. Yeah. It ain't like you take off yours and I take off mine. It's like it's that passion that is there.
Yeah. And then when we talk about the communication, because that's the silent communication where it's chemistry. We call that chemistry. Then you go to the real communication in intercourse. Some women like it a certain way. Some women like it rough. Some women like it soft. And some men, because they want to be a gentleman. You want to be a gentleman. So you come with this gentleman attitude. You ever hear this before? Listen, this is deep what I'm going on. You remember the saying that these young girls like thugs?
Yeah, I hear that. That's quite a common saying these days.
This is why, right here. Because it's a mind over matter. It's a communication game. The fella who's a thug gonna be rough. He get there and he rough. And some women, they get turned on by that. Right?
That's true.
And once they get turned on by that, everything start happening. You don't have to talk to the woman.
So that type of man, you don't have to worry about him cheating on you. Is that it?
Who? What type of man? All men cheat.
Thug.
All type of men cheat. All type of men cheat.
Okay.
This has nothing to do. So, this has something to do with men. When we talk.
Yeah, we talk about preference.
Right.
By the female.
The female. Because
we could turn it on both men. Ends as well. Yeah.
And so these are the things why they cheat. They wouldn't tell you because I ain't gonna sit here and say, well, Melody, I came with that woman last night and I ain't gonna tell you that. Most likely men are talking probably in the bar, but women ain't gonna talking. They'll be silent about it. They'll go, and then you call them and say, you go, no, I'm busy. and they throw you off with all kinds of, mommy coming, this and that, they ain't want to come around you no more. They ain't want to go with you no more.
Because you didn't.
No,
you didn't fit the bill.
Because in their mind they trying to live homeboy. Now who's homeboy? The fella who they love, who leave them, going on there. They trying to.
Trying to find a match.
Trying to
somebody
find
who could fill that
void.
Walking issue.
Right. So that's why most women say, "You're looking for your mother."
Okay.
You see what I'm talking about now? Yeah. Okay. So now I break that down just like that. Now, most times, man, I mean that was a woman. We talking about women.
No, we were talking mainly
Gender.
about men. Yeah. So from what you say about the men, it's two things: the control and the bad sex. And then you talk about all the variations within that bad sex scenario.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when we talking about the woman has this emotions, emotions, and they have to go through this whole emotion thing. You have to meet a criteria. You have to do this. Like example, I like a man who's short, gotta have a scar on his face. They have all kind of weird. That's woman. I like a tall.
That's more physical features than emotion,
but that's where they start from. They started to listen to the guy speak by his voice. We turn around, they look at his structure,
head to toe assessment,
and then they imagine this nigga nice and fine, and then they got into this fairyland.
And what the fairyland?
The fairyland is this. I see like Prince Charming. And believe it or not,
I think they use the word Boaz these days.
Yeah, okay, Boaz. And
Prince Charming.
And believe it or not, a woman could see a guy at the first time, and she could then figure what pants, what shirt, with this. Man, I can put all these pants on him, because that's what a woman do. They build a home. They build a home. Like Miles used to say, you give a woman a house, she build a home.
Okay.
Or you give a woman an argument, you try out. I say she's a mess, right? But like I say, and going back to the emotion part, woman moves with emotion. So if I hear me, if I put gas in the car and I clean the car, and then I fix the fridge which is broken, and I start doing things, in her mind, she feels in her mind that I has to give. This is what women does. They feel that they have to give. So what more better than give themselves to me, instead of them giving this? So what they do, they go and simply clean the man's clothes, this and that. They give themselves, and then they give themselves.
So what caused them to cheat then?
Now let me tell you what causes a woman to cheat. I just go into the emotional side. What causes them to cheat is when they're giving everything and you're not paying attention. That's it's a story coming to it. Like I tell you, they cook, they clean, they this and that. And when they see they putting all this out, they draw back. And they wonder, well, why I giving all this man all of this, and he's not paying me attention. So now what happens? The woman just don't cheat like a man. He just go cheat. He ain't checking. He just cheat. Woman don't cheat. Woman cheat is taught through.
So men cheat for the sake of cheating,
right?
But women cheat because something's not right
in
needs.
The relationship. Always women cheat because of needs.
Okay.
All sorts of needs. Some might have sexual needs. Some might have financial needs. Some might have emotional needs. Some have physical needs. It's a whole need process. And woman always taught out. They plan. They just don't, like I said, they just don't cheat. If they're gonna cheat with somebody, they don't plan it.
So it's not spontaneous.
No, woman don't cheat spontaneous. Woman has a way. When they leave you, they leave you a year before they leave you.
Okay.
Because they don't.
But wait. Now that's the woman that's leaving. But what about the woman that is staying in the relationship and seeing somebody on the side?
Because she cheats because of need too.
Okay.
She doesn't cheat because I could cheat. Because most likely women, majority of them, we're not talking about the ones who drink rum and the one who care about. Now I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the women.
Okay.
I'm talking about decent.
So what separate the decent from the one who drink and carry on?
Because the ones that separate, now we can separate the ones that we talk about the ones who cheat for anything. That's the one we're talking about. Who separate different.
The drinkers and the partiers.
They cheat because they were brought up in a certain way, and if they were, they let society drive them to cheat.
Okay, peer pressure.
Peer pressure. My friend doing it, so I gonna do it with my friend. Or man, I doing it because this nigga look good now. We just want to taste this. They say that, man. And I just do it because it's mine. I could just do this. This is mine. And then so many of them today don't have no stickability. None. They run and gunning because they don't want to be submissive to no man. First of all, they don't want to. Some don't want to have commitment.
Okay.
Some, the ones that committed, only committed to so far. Now we're not talking about the virtuous woman. We're talking about okay, the virtuous woman. She have a heart. Her principles in the right place. She loves the Lord. She don't follow the crowd. She has her own mind. She can think on her feet. She's beautiful inside. And she respects everybody.
Okay.
All right. Those type of women are the ones who get abuse. Because most time the man that know you ain't going nowhere.
Wow. But you know, in a post that I shared this week, it spoke about those type of women, and they said that most men lose the best thing in their life, but because the woman was loyal, they felt she would never leave.
Yeah, but most women who loyal are boring.
Okay.
See, okay. Let me see if I can break this down for you. The women who are loyal, her focus is making everything around you surrounding in order, better. But it's not about that. Like, see. Let me put this to you. It's not about that. Let me put this to these folks right here so they get this now. This real talk. Like you say, punch me in my mouth, I'm punching them out. Women, the ones they're talking about, the good women, has to realize when they die, they ain't carrying nothing.
Okay. So use up the resources and
so
use it well.
So why are you here trying to build this big house and put these flowers this way and build a wall and get the man doing this, stressing the man out to do? That time you're doing all this to build this empire to be nice, but you ain't being nice for the man. You build it for your friends. So when they come around, they talk about you. And you building all these nice pool in the back, and you doing all these things, and you cooking all this food and doing. And the dude just.
So you busying yourself in the wrong rooms.
Yeah. The dude only want to be happy. Let me tell you what he do. The dude want to come in the bed, grab your wife, throw on the ground, bang, bang, bang. He want to go in no king size bed and all. What are you doing? And then you can tell him when you go to, don't root up the bed. We got to put this back. This real talk. Don't mess up my hair. See, this is the woman who got to be ready for tomorrow. You know? All these issues. Listen, you're going to die. You ain't carrying nothing.
And your relationship sounds like you're dying too.
And your relationship dying. And you know the truth.
Wow.
And you're dying. And then when the man comes home and he started to tell you about it, you shut him up. Look here, all this thing I do, keep this place clean and do it. This dude ain't checking for that, you know. That's why he going to the
Round
sweetheart,
the corner.
the cheater. Because the cheater can say, come, let me tell you what the cheat. Let me tell you what the cheater gonna do to your man, your husband. He's gonna, oh Lord, he's gonna, he's gonna, she's gonna take him, feed him at the table, take him upstairs or downstairs, wherever it is, run the water, make it warm and nice, soap up the tub, bring the brand new towel, bring the shampoo. She will get the comb and she's gonna scrape his hair and clean his hair. She can wash his hair. She can clip his nails. She can take him on the top, hoist the bump, by you, and then she can lay bed with him, make love to him. While you saying to him in the night, child, I too tired. I didn't see I didn't cook and I clean and I this and that. The dude ain't checking for that. Cause round the corner, the cheater round the corner.
The cheater going round the corner.
Yeah, the cheater going round the corner. He's gonna get well groomed, well taken care of.
Pampered.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember that. So you women, some of you stupid fools, let me tell you, stop now. Take a time out and refocus. I know you got your maid. See the man, let me tell you what the man thinking. The man thinking, well, I got maid in here. So why I can't have my wife sit beside me when I watching TV at night? I got maid, I paid for the maid. Why you so busy doing everything and still complaining? The man that know you're ungrateful, the man that know you living for your friends, the man that know, watch this now, the man that know if I go around the corner, you ain't going nowhere because you like this lifestyle. You ain't going nowhere. So you all need to get it together. Now, I ain't bashing the woman because I ain't going.
No.
Yeah,
we're gonna look now. We're gonna look now because you have made some very valid points, and they're not new points. They're points that you've raised. As we look at why after 10 years, we also look at intimacy, and it keeps pointing back to the woman becoming distracted by household chores and children. Even when there is a maid in the home, she seemed to. And it could be because we've been raised that way, and it's now time for the women in our society to become wiser if you don't want your partner to cheat, because clearly you said if the bad sex is present, and we had talking about sex in marriage, and some people were talking about the fact that even though you feel that the man should be able to turn his wife over, people are saying that's sodomy. Well, of course, to each his own, right? If you feel that it's sodomy and your partner also feels it's sodomy, but now if he doesn't think it's sodomy and you do, now this is where you open in the ground or the door for him to go and find this sodomous satisfaction or experimentation somewhere else. So that is again, a reason that.
But why? Let me ask you a question. Something you say caused me ringing. Why do you think men has to ask for sex?
Men shouldn't have to. I am thinking, and this is what I'm saying now, in that we've been
folks, I'm only talking.
We've been raised to believe that and we go by what we see our parents do. Another thing too that maybe is that we don't see affection in children. Don't see affection being demonstrated. Everybody go into the bedroom, and so kids when
It's
they
it's
do
taboo.
see it, they're like, oh, nasty.
It's taboo.
Go get a room.
Yeah.
But that's marriage. That's
Yeah.
why we get married.
Yeah.
So that we can do these things.
So marriage is between two people. Marriage, when two people come together,
Yeah.
See, when two people come together, it's at the moment it's a happy time.
Yeah.
And people say they're happy, but they don't be happy.
And let me say, you talk about two people coming together. It seems as if when you marry, romance goes out of the window, and now you get busy with the business of living.
Right.
Living and raising a family,
Financial
as opposed
stress.
to dating, continuously dating each other and putting the needs of the other person as the foremost responsibility of your daily activities. And it isn't the cooking and the cleaning, it is meeting the emotional need of your partner, both men and women. Women are to give and receive, and men ought to give and receive. So, therefore, it's that point where you come together now and you concentrate more, because when you were single and living apart, you had to go back to your home, they had to go back to theirs. But when you become married, it means now that it's 100% each other.
Yeah, but see, in marriage, why people cheat in marriage? It's because the strain of the marriage becomes so,
the responsibility of the bills and the children.
The marriage becomes so stressful. I am now thinking marriage should be for rich people.
Now I am thinking that one of the main reasons why marriage don't work for poor people, you say rich, right? But it has to do a lot with our cultural beliefs and norms and the noise of the market, and we don't seek to set our own personal standard in our relationship.
We have a bad culture in our family.
Yeah, a very bad one when it comes to healthy relationships.
It's just like the rules of Bahamas is so loose and so open. I explain when I talk about in marriage that when a Bahamian man takes on a woman for marriage, it seems like he thinks that all the woman want to do, all he wants to do is give her a house, because that's what she wants. And once he done that, he feels that he accomplished something, and that's all the woman wants.
And that's a mistake.
Yeah. So
because you hear women saying, "Oh, I don't get the affection and the attention that I used to get when we were dating."
Take me out of my mother's house, right? Some of them just want to get out of their mother's house so bad. That's why they get married. They really get married because of love. They get married because this man can provide to take them out of their mother's house, and then they take them to the mother's. And see, the cheating becomes a part of this behavior. The behavior is this for men. I talk about men now. Behavior is this: when a man started to use his mouth as a weapon, there's nothing good that come out of that relationship no more, because the things he's gonna say
hurt.
And
that will cause the woman to withdraw.
Right. And then everything can start going downhill. Because once the woman withdraw, they finish. Trust me. Because even if the woman comes back after a while and say, "Okay, let me try this again," he's so far out to lunch. To put that together is difficult. So men really cheat because they want to cheat. They cheat because we are hunters. We built to go in to get it. Go and get it. Fight for it. Women don't say that. If you want something, you go get it. You fight for it. You want me? You fight for me. So everything we based on our poor makeup is going after.
But now what happens is, boy, that's a serious thing, But what I am just thinking is, so you marry her, you put her in the house, you don't conquer that, so you go and conquer something else.
Yeah, because you might pray. You all might pray. I trying to.
I think I'm thinking now then is that the woman needs to find a way to strategically keep you hunting.
Yeah.
But when she does that, in the resistance of having the sex available whenever you want it, wherever you want it, however you want it, you now say, I shouldn't have to beg. That's the question you just asked.
Yeah, I don't.
Right?
Why
should I have to beg?
Yeah.
But it's not begging. It goes back to our discussion of last week of the intimacy. And I think what the woman needs to do, and I think what you're saying, what you get around the corner, you should be getting home.
Exactly.
And so the woman now needs to do a little more. And then sometimes we're too, or he should know. But sometimes, as humans, we become lax, we get comfortable and all of that. And there's nothing wrong with a nudge, a good little reminder.
But
don't always wait for the man to do it. Sometimes you have to do it.
Yes, there you go. You hit the button on the head. That's where I was going at. That's where I get my beating from.
And remind him too that it's been a while since you gave me something, a little special token to make me feel special. It's nothing wrong with reminding your partner.
Bahamian, when I say I know Bahamian woman, I think Bahamian woman was brought up so close up that they never loosen up. They never open up.
Boy, listen, it come right back to the church again.
Yeah,
and look like we must be going to get to that church topic next week.
Yeah, we got to get to that church. So it's so close up that when you ask to open up a little bit, they like, oh no, I don't know about that.
But then that's your husband. And see, let me add something. As Christians, we repeat, and that's why a lot of us run into marriage, because we don't want to go to hell, right? And then the Bible says it's better to marry than to burn, and then it also says what? Marriage is honorable, the bed is undefiled. So what then? What next did the Bible not tell us that is causing so many of us to fail at our marriage?
See.
Is it the culture?
You go back and do like I did. I met 10 people, 10 women, and I asked them about cheating this week. And they go, oh, the man ain't no good. This man ain't no good. Why did? That's all they could say. Not one has say, well, Tony, I think I could do more. Or, Tony, my husband cheated, but he's a good man. There's always...
Is a good man really? Is a cheater really a good man?
A cheater is a good man.
Who is seeking...
Not to the society we live in.
Okay.
To the other society, a cheater is a good man. You see, in public, a cheater is a bad man.
Okay.
In the back behind the scene, a cheater
is a good man.
Is a good man because what he does for the people on the ground, he provides finances.
Okay.
That they need badly. Because they have children for 2 different men. There's all kind of issues. But and a cheater, they don't want a man who's 24/7. They only want a fellow coming because they won't cheat again.
Okay.
So they won't do what they're cheating. The cheating goes. See, the Bahamas is full of cheaters. Listen, I believe 90% of men in the Bahamas cheat.
Okay. And what percent of women?
Wow, women cheat more than men. 91.
Okay, at least it's only a 1%. Yeah. It's only a 1%.
See, because every man, how I break it down? Every man
who cheats have a woman he's cheating with.
Right? So watch now. If every man have a woman he's cheating with, every man have a woman
he's cheating on.
Right.
Right.
Okay. And then society's statistics show there's more women than men.
Okay.
So there's more, statistically, there's more women than men. Okay?
Do the maths.
Do the maths.
Do
Okay.
the maths.
Now, when you have, let's get into the serious stuff. Cheating is good to some things. Cheating helps some family you don't believe in. If you're not cheating, some family wouldn't survive. Some woman wouldn't survive. Some men wouldn't survive. I would have done.
Tell me how.
First of all, let's go to the man. I was married, and if I didn't cheat, let's say this, I done kill my wife.
Okay.
See, you see why cheating is good? Because that's his outlet.
Okay.
Not to kill a woman, because
he has an outlet.
Right. That's his outlet.
To quell his frustration.
Right.
Okay.
And when you have women who cheat on men, women cheat on men for reasons like a woman just don't cheat. Men cheat for sex. Women don't cheat just for sex. Women cheat for emotional. She wants to, and she cheats for financial, because she gives the emotional and the to get the finance. And then, last but least, some women cheat because they physically love sex.
Okay.
And the sex at home is not good.
Okay.
So
we finally get to the point that
so
it's a two-way.
Yeah, it's
even
a two-way.
in the
it's
bad
a two-way.
sex.
It's a two-way. You find most men today want to make love all the time, but most of their wives could do it, but the reason they don't do it because they have this hookup and hang up. If I get it all the time, you ride me to death, and you get this and that, and they can break me down, right? And then the next thing that is, if I get this all the time, then he can soon step out on me.
No. If that's your husband, I could say if you dating the person, but if that is your husband and your husband desire to have sex with you on a daily basis, and again, if you go to the Bible, it says that you really shouldn't deny your partner unless you have an agreement for setting aside for prayer, right? But if the sex is good, if the sex is hot, right? Why would a woman deny her husband? In a way, she can say, because at the end of the day, guess what? I think it have more to do with sexual compatibility.
Okay, fellas, just stop right there and listen to what she say. I want to repeat that. Please repeat what you say is now. I want you to listen, guys. Listen to this.
I think it have more to do with sexual compatibility or incompatibility, where, okay, you try your wife before you get married and the encounter was good, but you didn't realize that the frequency with which you require sex is not the frequency that she's prepared to give it, and it's just because of the fact that she don't enjoy sex. And I think what happened is,
so you saying, I ask you the questions now. So a woman who loves sex will give it every day.
Every day.
So,
so in addition
no, I want you to answer my question, and then you can tell me in addition.
No.
So a woman, because I don't want to lose my time. A woman who have a husband and she love having sex with her husband, she would give it every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
So the question is, why some of the Bahamian women don't want to give the man sex every day if she love it? If you say you love me,
but she love you,
yeah,
but she doesn't love having sex. That's two different things.
So she didn't love me.
Yeah, she love you.
But why you don't having sex?
Love is not sex.
Love might be sex, but hold on. You saying to me, if a woman loves you, and
if she loves sex,
yes, she'll give it to me every day.
She will give it to you every day if you love it and she love it, and your relationship is also a loving one.
Right.
Now, she may love sex, but you are abusive. That woman is not going to give you sex every day.
The point I'm trying to get you,
it's the conditions.
Yes,
there are conditions.
Yes. There's some guys
who say... Two things that must happen. Your emotions must be in the right place. And then your ability or your love for the act. Because, like I say, a lot of women love their husband, but they don't particularly love sex.
So why is it you telling me now? Come on now. You telling me that you love making sex.
You love
You're making
right
sex.
and having sex.
But the question is, if you don't love making sex with me, I'm your husband.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't love making sex with me.
You don't love having
Sex with me.
Uh-huh.
So that means something is wrong with me.
No, something may be wrong with me. I just don't enjoy sex.
No. You said, stop. Listen to what you said. We got to go back again. I'll try to get this a little while.
Okay.
You said you love making sex.
Some women love having sex.
I'm talking about women, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Some women love making sex. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I marry you.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it then you're not
if I am one of those women who love having sex.
We established that. So why then you are not having sex with me?
There's something else wrong in the relationship.
That's the point again. What you think is wrong?
It could be that you do something or say something that upset me, and I try to make you aware of it and get an apology. You refuse to listen. You refuse to apologize, and you feel justified in whatever. So in essence, you withhold sex.
So you know that's why I go on this road. Why you think that a wife should withhold sex to her husband?
She shouldn't.
Okay, so when she does this,
what she should do instead of withholding the sex is she address the barrier to having sex.
Right. So now here's what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to build a cheater. Why men cheat?
Okay.
I'm trying to build a cheater. So now, what do you leave me to do?
So the cheating is because of the unresolved issues that result in the withholding of sex by one partner.
Now that's
so now we conclude our session for today by looking at the solutions to avoid people, and we're not including the pathological cheater. Right. That pathological cheater, that is their nature, whether it's male or female, they just cheat it's like somebody who lies and somebody who steals. They just have to have another partner. That particular person, that's if you are not comfortable with being in such a relationship, that you have, no matter how much you love him or her, she can't keep it to just you two. So it's time for you to move on.
A real cheater is a cheater.
Right.
Don't care what you do.
They can cheat.
They're going to cheat.
Right.
Only God could change that.
Now,
God has to come down and change that.
In the case where the cheating is because of some deficiency in the relationship.
Most times, is what I explained a while ago. I break it down because I want to go back to it. Most times,
and that's an easy fix. And that's an easy
underlying issue.
But both persons must be willing to work it through. Work it through. Identify the problem and get the problem solved. If you can't solve it between yourself, get a mediator.
Right.
Somebody who is able to help you through the challenge.
Right. A man or a woman, we not on either side. Some of them cheat because of underlying issue. Mm-hmm. That is why cheating happened in the Bahamas today.
Yeah.
And the Bahamas cheating is so vast, it's so big, you wouldn't believe it. Mm-hmm. People give you all kind of story why they cheat. Yeah. The true story is you do something because you want to do it.
Mm-hmm. It is a choice.
It's a choice.
It is a choice. It's not a mistake. So no matter how much people, and a lot of people like to hide behind liquor. Oh, I was drunk. Drunk shit.
Drunk is correct. Drunk what? you drink
it's
rum. It's
an excuse.
Rum brings out the truth in you.
Okay.
So you wanted to give that guy some long time.
Okay.
This is like, see, the problem we have too, Mel, I know you're going to the problem we have,
we're getting ready to
the problem we have in the Bahamas is that we Negroes lie too much.
Yes.
Hate to tell the truth.
Yes.
Listen.
Lie to ourselves and others.
Listen, a cheater could be your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your aunt. Let me give you a story about a cheater. A cheater sits in your house and look at your wife all the time. You and your wife,
they come as your friend.
Your friend.
Like vice versa.
He looking
with female friends.
He's a cheater.
Female come and they look at your husband.
He's a cheater.
Yeah.
And more women look at your husband and man.
And approach them too.
And guess what? If situations arise, they will take it just to have something on you. Listen to what I say now.
Girl code and boy code out the
just
window.
To have something on you to say, well, she around here thinking all of this, but I done been there.
Yep. And only waiting for rowdy. But guess what? Cheating is disrespect.
Yes,
and it leads to mistrust. And you know, someone described trust like paper. You take a paper in your hand and you crumble it. Before you crumble that paper, it was in a perfect state. But once you've crumbled it, it can't be perfect again. So we have to avoid cheating. Okay? It says that cheating is not because who the other person is, but because of who you are not. Okay? So I see you as this particular person. You cheat on me. Right. I didn't really see the real you. The real you is a cheater.
That's it. You right. See, that's why I said people do what they want to do. Most people, like we talk about, could get married. You only get married because my daddy, or because I don't want to do the kids go out, but you ain't know who you married.
Social status.
Yeah.
We look at the name, rank,
and most times
number.
The woman know you. There you go. The woman know you. She married you because she think I could change her. Wow. She knows you're a cheater.
You can't change anybody. You can't.
But she believed.
Don't make that mistake. She believed that you can.
Oh, he's such a nice guy in certain areas. So I could work with this. I could change him. After I'd be good for the while, he'd change.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't happen.
No. So, always remember, men, that a woman would leave you quicker for no attention, no affection, than she would leave you for cheating. But if you give her the attention and affection that she's looking for, it is highly unlikely that you would have to go out and cheat. And she definitely will never cheat on you because she's getting exactly what she's looking for. Now, cheaters have been described as the chasers of fantasies.
They are. They are. See, you're a woman. See, I can't tell you this because you're a woman. See, okay, you ever been, real talk. See, you got to be a man for this. If you ever been in a good peace and have a good peace, you will understand that statement. See, because it's like Coke. Like you say, like, when you get Coke and you warm more and you go back a second a day, is it Jones? Like they say, it's the same thing. When you find a good, that's what some guys is killed for. That's like Coke. Like I tell you.
And do you believe every woman possesses that high? That every woman that's in a relationship can give her partner that high?
I don't believe that.
I believe so.
I don't. Let me tell you why I don't believe that. Let me tell you because most women don't pay attention then.
Okay, so therefore, if she pays attention, she would be able to.
Yeah, and
if she gets rid of her inhibitions, get rid of her preconceived and religious taboos, right? She would be able to, but she have to be prepared to be open. He too, because let me tell you, what I realize, a lot of women hold back because the man will judge her, because too many men, especially if you're married, don't go down that explicit extra road with a man unless he is your husband, because he will judge you. You know what he can say? If you do this with me, what you do with Tom down the road? What you do with Dick? What you do with Harry?
Charity begins at home. So if you want,
so do it at home with the ring.
No, but if you want me to know what you have and what you could do,
you can know that. You can know that, but I'm not giving you my best.
That's old school.
And at the end of the day, you still go there and go look for
Yeah, ain't
somebody
nothing wrong
else.
with that. That's life. Now, no,
See? You
that's
see?
life.
You see,
So you
ladies? Now you convinced what I say is true,
can
right? Hold your best for the man who is your husband.
listen. Listen to me.
And then, because
No man.
you have to keep him home, you have to keep him from going out there and cheating. So get whatever books with video, whatever you could find to
Excuse me.
teach you how to do it and do it right. But if you value your husband, you value your marriage, no woman wants to share her husband. Women don't want to share their boyfriend, much less their husband. So if you don't want him to cheat,
That's old
get
school.
the facts.
That's old school. They will share it. They will share it now. They will share it. Listen.
I will give you all the opportunity to answer Tony on that face to face or hit us up on Facebook.
They will share it. They will share it now.
No woman won't share.
What you mean?
Okay.
You
See,
ain't know the new thing is what they
open
call it?
relationships.
Yeah, open.
But then guess what?
And then what the next
If
thing
they
is?
want to share,
Swingers and this.
if they want to share though, guess what? That's an agreement between husband and wife that we will share. There are rules in sharing too. And then we need to probably look one day on whether open relationships and polygamy
We
and
need to talk about that next week.
could actually work in the
We need
Bahamas.
to talk about open relationship and polygamy next week. That's
Okay.
the topic. Open relationship, swingers, polygamy.
Okay.
We need to talk about that.
All right.
Because the country-
Right on the tail of this particular discussion, because it will help us to continue in
Yeah.
providing a consistency in the topic, and you have something to look forward to. But yes,
But you done with that, right?
go ahead.
But we had tried to help you cheaters, and we gone into some areas where emotionally, financially, it's all the reasons why people cheat.
Right.
And we
So we
know in the Bahamas, we are a country of cheaters. We can't duck it. We
And
start
I can
from
tell
square.
I can tell you something about us, about cheating. All these things that we talk about as reasons, some people have everything in their home,
Everything.
but they still go out
Still
and
go
cheat.
and cheat. You still go and cheat.
So like I say, it's a gamble, but each individual must know what works for him or her. If you can't tolerate a cheater, leave the bugger. Woman or man, just leave them. And there are some people who will never cheat on you. You just need to sit back, wait, and calculate and pray and ask God to send you that non-cheating partner.
And if you have issues and you're in a situation with cheating, there's a song that I like you to listen to. And it says like this: don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be alright. You rise up this morning to the rising sun. Two little birds by your doorstep singing sweet song. And this is sure. This is a message to you all, to you cheaters, you who getting cheated on. And the song goes on say, don't worry, there's a day coming when this kind of will stop, so don't worry about it. We can sit there and pray.
Do something about it, though. Don't sit and just take
listen,
it.
don't
Do
worry
something
about
it.
it.
Talk. Begin with a conversation. Begin with a conversation. Identify the problem.
Every little thing can be all right. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Act on it. Solve it.
Every
Get
little
it right.
thing can be all right. Get up in the morning, the rising sun, and ask God to change it. Don't worry. It'll be all right.
Okay, so we look forward to seeing you next week when we will be looking at open relationships and polygamy. Will it work in the Bahamas?
Swingers. Open relationship.
Hi, Sophie. You
Oh, she
got
just
us at
come.
the very end.
Oh, gee.
So nice to see you. We did start early,
3:30.
and we will start again next week at 3:30.
Hold on.
The
Sophie,
time is about to
hold on.
change.
Sophie, what you mean? No, Tony. Yes, Melanie. What you talking? Tell me what you talking about before we go. Let me know what you talking about. If you talking about cheating, what you talking about? I want to know. Hold on. I want to hear it. Hold on.
Sophie, you want to give Tony an answer before we sign off?
I want to know what this is you talking about. Because I want to know. I want to know what you know to. Yes, Melanie. Melanie. Old school.
Old school still works.
I get up and go where? Melanie. Someone said, don't worry. Everything you're Melanie trying to get you to your husband. And go to the water. Because even at Melanie, beat your head in the water because you cry because you want the man coming home.
I said, talk about it. I said, talk about it. Try and get a solution.
You pray about it. Not mine. Oh, she has. Pray.
She say yes, old school still works.
Oh,
yes.
Listen, if you don't have old school combined with new school,
the only thing in new school that old school needs to adopt is variation. Variation, being willing to do exploration with your partner. Open your mind to new ideas and new ways of doing things, but still hold on to your values. Women should not give their best to someone besides their husband. That's her yes.
But no, hold on. How do I know? Charity, like I say, it begins at home. How did I know what you given me?
You get a sample that ain't the best. You never use the best as a sample.
Hold on, let me you can't. I admire a woman, or I'm supposed to admire a woman. This take Marsha, and I can marry her.
Now we talking two different things. We're talking about giving the best. If you get something Marsha, that ain't the best, and that ain't something you can say exactly. But you should know that before you get married. You sample it, right?
Yeah. But hold on. Talking about what she talking about.
She said give it the best. So once you have determined that this is good, you don't want. I'm not gonna take you to the next level of my best until you show me that you are deserving of my best.
Yeah, but
and that is by committing yourself.
But I can be here to be the best. And I come in with the best. Why do I have to put a ring in your finger to get the best? Why you can't stand for it? Show me what I can.
You already got a sample. You can't give too much. That's what we're saying. You don't give all.
So this night you get excited and you drink some wine and you shaking, and you believe I can buy that. Come on, man. This have to be something that I see you
consistently build on.
Yeah.
And I hope you be doing likewise.
Yeah, because that's what I looking and watching and learning as I go.
Sophie, please join us at 3:30 next week and then hit us up off air and share some more views because Tony needs your help.
I saw Sophie didn't know we switched the time.
No, yeah, because we didn't see Sophie for a little bit. Yeah. We did and do miss you when you are not actively with us, Sophie. Yeah. We really appreciate
Princess.
Yeah.
And Princess.
Your niece, Princess.
Yeah,
yes.
They did, but they wouldn't comment.
And we hadn't seen Cartwright in a long time. What's his name?
Jason.
Jason, yeah.
Jason, they there, but they just
quieted. Quieted.
We know you did.
Anyhow,
Jason and
okay.
And Gigi,
next week, come on. Next
Princess.
week, we're talking open relationship and polygamy
and open relationship.
And
I like that.
Also the swinging. And there's so much to that particular topic.
I like the
and it really will cause you and I to get run from our church. Anyhow, Sophie, we're going on that.
Hold
okay?
On. Sophie, pull up. So let me tell you what Sophie is. She's one of them. You see the church? She's one of them. All sanctified. Saved.
Mm-hmm.
Seven Adventists.
Okay. All right.
So she's one of them Maranatha way back then.
Mm-hmm.
That's her.
Okay.
And so,
well, again, old school, good quality teaching.
I forget you Seven Adventists. What'd you say? Oh, that what?
She says she'll do. So that's kind of you to say that we miss her.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're gonna go because we're bordering on a half hour past our log off time.
Anyhow,
so thank you
she
so
loved to go,
much.
Sophie.
We
so
did
she
miss
loved to
you.
go. You know,
but we're looking forward to next week.
Looking forward.
We
had a great time
and lockdown. We
Sophie,
started early.
I hope you got your message on your fever grass and what it's good for. This fever grass, this hard look, it is very, who don't know, and this is very good for all the nice tea.
Mm-hmm.
People are pulling these up everywhere now. But,
and then, he wants you to see the big pumpkin.
I want you to see my pumpkin, Sophie.
I hope you don't be selfish and share with me. I love pumpkin.
This is not going to share.
You're going to have it next week then, because you're supposed to tell the people next week with pumpkin, all the different dishes and so forth.
We'll have a bigger one.
Okay. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. It was really good sharing with you again.
See you next week. Under the tree.